outside sound is heard other than, like, what I want to be heard, I'm gonna get mad. I'm trying to care about my sound quality. That's the only reason why I'm intense with it. Sorry. Alright. Hold on, I need to do a couple of things. Oh, and welcome. And just saying, but I'm not checking comments. I'm just reading. I'm just reading for fun. And that's it. That's the rules. Oh, really? Your parents came home, huh? They smelled like energy drinks and their eyes were all bloodshot. They said they had a crazy amount of stuff to do and were up 2 whole nights in a row. Adults have it tough. Ugh. Sounds like my brother's life. Your dad's an artist, right? They really do have it rough.
Come to think of it, he was, wasn't he? I would very much like to see what kind of things he draws sometimes.
An artist, huh? I've seen a number of watercolor and acrylic paintings on display, but he had to have been doing some other jobs too. Just what did Dad do exactly? He didn't let anyone into his workshop after all. I wanted to sneak a peek one day. So that house was empty for 2 days after all that. That didn't leave much time. So, Kei-chan, did you manage to go after the character who was in your heart? The absence of parents is a must-have for eroge protagonists. Mion, really?
He built up a lot of relationship points and raised all the right flags.
Rika! I have no idea what any of you are talking about.
That means you don't need to cook for yourself anymore, Keiichi. What did you make last night?
In the end, I didn't make a single thing myself. Last night's dinner was, well, it was vegetable stir-fry. Wow! Kei-chan, you can make a little bit of real cooking now, huh?
You made vegetable stir-fry? Did it come out good, did it? Rena, you're being unpleasant. Why are you clinging to me? A delicious meal and a friendly dishwashing together. How nice, how nice! Hey, I said you're being unpleasant!
Huh? What are you talking about? Mion said, utterly confused. Asked me for clarification, but I barely, albeit transparently, averted my eyes. Right. Does anyone have plans for this afternoon? You don't, do you? Do you? Today was Saturday, the beautiful day on which we were liberated from the confines of school in the afternoon. Actually, the school in Hinamizawa had slightly different Saturdays than those in the city. There were a lot of students here who brought up bento, ate it at lunch, and then went out to play in the school or around the schoolyard. You could say the entire school turned into a children's playground. There were mountains behind the school. If you went down that way, you'd find the mountain streams. You could avoid the strong sunlight and make conversation in the classroom if you wanted to. You could also play hide and seek in the construction place. Of course, you were free to go home as well. There were kids who went home and helped the water fills or tended to stores. If Mion was bringing up with the afternoon like this, it must have been for some crazy big club event. However, sadly I had something I needed to do before taking apart whatever it was.
You have work? That's unlucky. I wonder what kind of work it is. Maybe helping his father with his artwork job. Or maybe being a model for his father's art? A model? A nude one?
Halloo! Rena, no! Keiichi's not even that great. And, no. Totally not my type. He's kind of generic! Anyway. I looked into Rena's eyes and saw myself completely naked in a questionable pose with a single rose in my mouth. What the hell? No, I wouldn't do that for 1,000,000 yen! To get rid of Rena's delusions, I grabbed her head and swung it from side to side. What the hell?
Stop!
Sorry, leaving your fanciful delusions aside, I have something to do real quick during lunch. I'm okay to meet up with you after I'm done, though. Work during lunch? I see. That sounds kind of cool, actually. What could it be? Are you having a banquet with VIP experts? Like a business lunch? This is truly sad, but you're right. Everyone shouts, wildly surprised. It was true. Today I'd be on the job with my family. For my dad's job, he was about having 10 people from the publishing agency over for a house party. He called over people from work for a party the day after, having stayed up 2 nights in a row. I'm amazed at their vitality. I couldn't do it either, bruh. I'm 28. Dude, I'd rather... No way. Anyway, of course it'd be incredibly uncomfortable for me. It'd be really tiring to have to force myself to smile with some old dudes I didn't know. But they were my dad's important business connections, so abetting them would be bad. Well, with that all said, it was going to get very uncomfortable for me today starting at lunch. Well, what an intelligent child. This is my son, Keiji. Keiji, this is Blank's son from... And this person here is... the manager. Say her hello. Hello, my name's Keiji. I appreciate all you've done for my father. Keiji, do you draw pictures like your father does? I'd very like to see them. My dad had such a brazen occupation, that of an artist. Although I don't really know what kinds of things he creates. I don't really care, and I don't want to see anyway. Okay. Dad's so tight-fisted about it, so he doesn't show them to me very often anyway. I'm not a kid anymore. I wouldn't care at all if there were pictures of naked ladies or anything. Yeah, that's true. Like, honestly, you're just observing bodies. And it's just like, whatever. You have to be pretty mature when it comes to, like, learning art stuff. It's just like, because once you kind of learn, it's just like that, you know? You appreciate the form of a person. If you study under your father as an apprentice, you'd be able to become a great artist like him, too. Excuse me, this is just between you and me, but my dad, is he really that great of an artist? I readied myself and whispered my question. It might have seemed odd for his son to be asking this, but... When I did, he gave me this really strange grin and tightly clamped down to my shoulders. Yes! He is truly a fantastic artist! Is that so? I'm glad to hear it. There are no purchase restrictions. He does fan service, and he always answers the letters he gets. He has an inquisitive mind, always on the prowl for what the world needs. Taking off your socks? Absolutely not. That goes for glasses and school uniforms, too. Maibara understands these things perfectly. Every event sees him along well with a huge lineup. I'm sorry, but his pictures, they're not the ones you hang on the wall? Not at all! In the beginning, everyone starts out in the islands, and then to their corners, and finally climbing up to the corners of larger class. The final destination is the famous wall! You two, please become a great artist who display his works in unison with Maibara! I'll cheer you on! It's fine to have a lot of passion for things you like, but... I didn't get it, but it seemed that the world of art ran pretty deep. It was probably a much deeper world than I could have imagined. I decided to leave it at that. I don't know if I'd want to be that social for an artist. I mean, I am doing social media stuff, but God, if I ever became big enough to go to a convention, I think I would, like, drop heart stopped. I don't know. Forget it. It's not like it's probably not gonna happen anytime soon. So forget it. Okay, so then I realized my mom was calling me from the other side of the room. Keiichi, it's the phone. It's a friend of yours. A lucky break! Maybe I could get out of this uncomfortable business party by using my friend's phone call as an excuse. I scampered over to the front door and snatched up the receiver my mom had left me. God damn it. There. Hello, it's me! Hello, me. That's not how you answer the phone, Keiichi. Oops, let's try again. Hello, it's me!
Hello, me! That's not how you answer the phone, Keiichi. I implore you, learn how to choose your words more properly.
I was of the opinion the person speaking to had a far stranger way of talking. Oh, it's Sako. It's unusual for you to call my house.
This isn't the time for pleasantries, Keiichi. When are you going to be able to come?
Sorry. It looks like this is going to be a bit long. I can't get them to let me go. I want to do things with the club now, but...
That's not it, Keiichi. It wasn't about the club today. It's a real battle.
Sako's voice was different than normal. I could feel the urgency in it drifting through the phone. A real battle? That doesn't sound good. What's the situation?
I'll explain the particulars when we meet. Anyway, this is a terrible crisis.
afraid we're going to lose. What on earth was going on? Could it have been a fight? I didn't know who they were, but laying a hand on someone from Hinamizawa was an absolutely terrible idea. Right, got it. I'll come and reinforce you right away. Where are you at?
We're at the Okinomiya Elementary School campus. There are signs at the station, so you should be able to figure it out. Anyway, we're in a huge hurry.
The school campus. The situation could have had a lot of people involved. Could it turn into an all-out brawl? Who was the enemy here anyway? Oh, I'm on fire! Got it. I'll be there soon. Should I bring a weapon with me? Like a metal baseball bat or something?
You have a metal bat? That'd be fantastic! We'll wait for you here!
The call cut off abruptly. I needed to hurry. Oh, Keiichi, I was looking for you. They were looking for a photocopy from... Now's not the time! Don't we have a bat? A metal bat? If not, then anything long will do. If anything long will do, but my golf clubs are in the storage room. It didn't have the same kind of impact, but a golf club was a suspended weapon too. It was lighter than a baseball bat and maybe easier for me to use. Thanks! I'm borrowing one. I really need to go see my friends for something. It's urgent. Sorry! What? Keiichi, wait a minute! I grabbed the golf club and jumped on my bike and headed straight out for town. Wait for me, Sadako! I'll be right there! Just hold out until then! I didn't actually know where Okinomiya Elementary was exactly, but Sadako's phone seemed to demand urgency, so I rushed out without asking her how to get there. But if I went to the station, there'd be signs. At least, I feel like that's what she said. If I went to the station, there'd be signs. Oh, wait, oops. Then I heard the jingling of a bicycle bell from behind me.
Hello there.
Hey, Rika!
Keiichi, you came quickly. You put the pedal to the metal.
Damn. This isn't the time to be out of breath. I need to hurry. Sorry, where's Okinomiya Elementary?
I'll show you the way. Come along with me.
Rika rode off on her bike. I followed her. Sadako suddenly called me out here. What on earth is going out anyway?
At first we had the advantage. However, they called in a helper. It's bad manners.
A helper? What cowards calling for reinforcements the minute they realize they'd lose?
They're taking everyone out one by one. We can't put a dent in them.
Uh-oh. It sounds like they're pretty strong. Anyway, I'll ask about it later. We don't have time, right? Please hurry!
Leave it to me.
With Rika leading the way, we headed straight for the elementary school grounds. I asked Rika something during that time. It seemed all the club members besides me were part of the fight. Damn, so what Mio was trying to tell everyone was that this would happen? If I had known that, I would have just ditched my family job, but it was too late for regrets. According to Rika, we had a one-sided advantage at the start, but our angry foes had brought in a powerful ally. The club members put up resistance and went against them one by one, but apparently they couldn't stand up to them. The combined efforts of the whole club couldn't win? Just what kind of monster is this guy?
He's amazing. This enemy is orthodox.
Orthodox? So they weren't just using thuggish brawling tactics, but they actually studied karate or something? Is that what she meant?
Keiichi is our last ray of hope now.
Okinomiya Elementary came into view. I could hear many voices raising hell over there. Whoa! Mion! Rena! Sadako! I'll be there soon! I'll crush them all at once! There's a lot of bicycles there in the front of the school. I left mine there in the same way. I could see there are a lot of people flooding the campus. There were two armies in the midst of a huge no-holds-bars brawl. I took my golf club in hand. I swung it. I felt the sensation of sticking firmly to my palm. Great! The feedback wasn't bad. I'm gonna go all out with this thing. I dashed at breakneck speed to the school gate, swinging it around. Come with me, Rika! I'll show you what the mighty, manly warrior Maibara Keiichi can really do!
Wow, Keiichi, you're so reliable. You're going to go rampage with the golf club.
Rika followed me, although a little dryly, lauding my valiance. The manly Maibara Keiichi put it behind him and headed for the place where he may die.
But Keiichi, why did you bring a golf club today?
I had no choice! At first I figured a baseball bat would have been good, but we don't have one at my house. A golf club was far better than going barehanded, so I brought one.
How very excellent. I will give you a pat on the head. I can't wait to see your golf club rampage.
Despite the emergency situation, Rika reached up and stroked me on the head. Hey! This is no time for jokes! Huh? Just then, an extremely loud metallic sound rang out, and I heard many people cheering. Left! Ah, we missed! Run! You can get to second base! Go! Center, calm down! Send it to third! The center fielder caught the ball and after a brief pause sent it flying to third base. If he had pitched it wildly, it might get there. He gave up on the second and threw it to the third with time to spare. The instructions from the bench, they were solid. Wait, what?
Oh, Keiichi's here! Sadako Keiichi's here! You're late! Loafing around is only okay when you do it at the bread shop.
This is my barricade. Will he really save us? We're up against the ace of Oshima, left arm Kameda. He can beat a Koshien class pitcher. He must be a god.
It's okay. I'm sure that Keiichi can turn the tables. He's a really dependable person.
What? He's the pinch hitter we brought in to take out left arm Kameda with his bullet fastball? The one who had a no-hit, no-run game after another during the regional qualifiers. The undefeated demon pitcher of Oshima. The super high school level pitcher that had already been marked by professional scouts. He's going to win against him? Oh my god. Just kidding.
Some greenhorn pitcher like that is no match for Keiichi. He'll send his throws all the way back to the back screen for an easy victory.
There was a slugger like that in this prefecture? I had no idea. He must have gone under the radar. Hey! From Hanshi stood up. Hey, take a picture. His full name is Maibara Keiichi. Look him up in the database and send his history to our office. Which one's Maibara Keiichi? Pictures. A whole lot of sports journalists led by Sadako gripped their cameras tightly, searched for the rumored Maibara Keiichi. As for me, I was so dazed at what was happening that I was frozen in place with my golf club up in the air.
Keiichi! Keiichi, over here!
Ah! The camera people stared at me through their viewfinders, and just like I had, they turned to stone. In the hands of their gallant pinch hitter, Maibara Keiichi, was a golf club. Nobody could seem to understand why I was holding something like this. And at this point, neither did I. A cold, greasy sweat dripped from me. The first one to break the inordinary, awkward silence was Rena.
Keiichi?
Yeah?
May we ask you a question?
Please. Please don't. Psychic waves of my entreaty flowed out of my face along with my sweat. It somehow seemed to reach the two of them. The deathly quiet reporters all parted, as Moses once parted the sea. But Moses probably didn't go through the parted seas this quietly. If you were playing baseball, then tell me that from the start!
What? Did I not say that? I mean, I told you to come to campus with a baseball bat. What else would you thought it was? And what manner of thinking caused you to mistakenly bring a golf club here instead? I think Keiichi must have done it on purpose to lighten our moods and get us pumped, I think.
Rena smiled bitterly, covered for me with all her might. Please believe her, everyone. I'm begging you.
Keiichi loves golf.
Rika started patting my head with a broad grin on her face all the while. I pushed her hand away, grabbed her from behind her suspenders, and picked her up like a kitten.
Me.
Rika, why didn't you tell me it was a baseball game when we met at the station? I wouldn't have had to suffer such a disgrace. Rika's smile was like the sun. So incredibly innocent. She's glowing. When I saw Rika's radiant smile, I couldn't help but feel like I could forgive anything she did. However, if Rika thought I would, then she could have had another thing coming. Anyway, this is your punishment. Rena?
Me?
Rika was still plucked up in my hand, and I offered Rika to her. Rena. That's right. The kitten-fied Rika sent Rena's voltage into overcharge.
I'll take her. Rena will take her. So cute.
Oh, Rena stuck out her tongue like a chameleon and preyed upon Rika while spinning her around.
Rika's so cute. Me.
Rena held her tight as a vice and began to get her thrill of rubbing her cheeks into Rika. Their cheeks rubbed together tightly. Rika's face, it looked like it was being crushed by Rena's.
I do not know what has happened, but it looks like Rika has gotten her just desserts.
Yeah, I recently found out that Rika isn't only cute.
Oh, I got Keiichi's permission. I'm gonna take you home. Me.
For a moment, I just gave her a 3-minute timeout. By the way, Sadako, that urgent call was for a baseball game?
Yes, that's correct. You said you had a house party with your family? I suppose I was wrong to ask, but at times of trouble like these, you obviously must prioritize friends over family.
I felt like that's what I was supposed to be saying, not you. Well, it's just a business party for my dad, I guess. I honestly felt glad to be called out here. So, what's the crisis situation look like? 6-7, which means our team is losing, huh? 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th? What the heck? This game is almost about to end.
We would have had a little more time if you'd gotten here sooner. Do you have any idea how difficult it was for a whole out for this long?
Alright, I'm sorry. Okay, so what am I doing? Am I gonna be the pinch hitter? Just leave it to me. I may not look like it, but I went to the batting cages a lot before I moved here. My dad went there for fun, and I used to go with him pretty often. I'm pretty confident about just hitting the ball with the bat with the ball, but a tremendous sound rang out, the likes which I'd never heard of before. The catcher's mitt trembled, sending up a light cloud of dust, telling me the tremendous sound had come from the ball. Hey, now wait a second. What's up with that crazy fastball anyway? Surprise? Yeah, that's a bona fide Koshien level pitcher. Don't you know about the left arm Kameda, the ace of Oshima? Sorry, can't say that I do. Wait, Mio! What happened to you? Mio showed up, and to my surprise, she was wrapped in bandages. Just what on earth happened?
Well, you came late, so I guess we need to explain from the beginning.
Down with Rika?
Yep. I had a lot of fun and she's so cute. She's so soft and fluffy and squishy. I can just eat her cheeks 3 meals a day. Me, I can't get married anymore.
I wonder how Rika's cheeks taste if you could eat them for 3 times a day. What the hell? Why can't they just treat cuteness regularly? Okay, explain away. How did things get screwed up enough that a Koshien relief pitcher ended up in a baseball game for fun? Everyone exchanged glances. Then Rena spoke out for all of them.
At first, well, it was just a normal baseball game.
It's nothing much, but just a little grudge match between the Hinamizawa fighters and the Okinomiya Titans. We're just having a grand old time, really. Nothing much.
Well, in simpler terms, it was an intramural match. A match to settle the grudge between Hinamizawa and Okinomiya.
We say grudge, but it's pretty much all peaceful and friendly. So why is our whole club a part of it? Some of you are wearing uniforms and some aren't. Last I checked, we weren't the school baseball team.
That is, well, it was pretty irresponsible.
They happened to have some players who didn't make it today. They were pretty down the dumps, so we ended up getting involved post-haste. I see, so there weren't enough members. Anyone could come to the rescue, whether boy or girl, no matter what grade they were in. And jumbled together the feeling that was the hallmark of our school. Rika told me we were crushing them at the beginning.
Mia's an amazing batter. She was hitting home runs left and right.
Mia proudly stuck out her chest. Doing so seemed to hurt her somehow, and she groaned pathetically.
Yes, every time Mia went up to bat, she hit a home run and brought everyone the bases in. Unlike Sadako, she can actually hit the ball. Rika! Me.
I'm not very good at baseball either. I'm shit at most sports anyway. Alright, I think I got the gist of it. So you were having a pretty easy time until that Koshien pitcher showed up. That's right, it was all of us at the beginning. Maybe we didn't get all that many points, but we were always getting people on the bases.
And Kameda from Oshima just happened to show up to watch the game today.
Oshima was apparently a fairly well-known school in our prefecture that frequently sent people to Koshien, and this man known as the ace of their baseball team, Kameda, seemed to be quite skilled. Now that I thought about it, it was certainly strange to see cameramen and journalists armbands here to watch a casual baseball game out in the sticks like this.
I heard that when Kameda was little, he was on the Okinomiya Titans.
You figured it out, right? His old team was losing, so that's why he jumped in as a relief pitcher and took him out. Now it's just terrible. We can't even hit any foul balls, much less get anyone on base.
But still, a Koshien pitcher barging in, it's unfair! We're just playing for fun!
All the boys wearing the Hinamizawa Fighters uniform were hanging their heads in disappointment. I knew almost all of their faces. Isn't everyone here a classmate? Oh, I see. We're the only school in Hinamizawa after all. Oh, it's Tomita and Okamura! You were on the baseball team too?
Naibara.
This uniform was brand new and not very dirty. Fresh off the presses. I could see handmade banners with their names written on their grandstands. I see their families came to root for them in their debut game today.
Okamura said he just got his bat today as a present from his dad.
The brand new bat sparkled. With that kind of present, a man just has to perform well.
He practiced swinging a whole lot, just for today. Tomita, well, he went too far, and he tore the skin off his hand, see, unfortunately?
His torn hand looked like it hurt, but from that injury, you could sense his backbone. I get it, guys. You wanted to make your big moment a good one. The savior of the Okinomiya Titans, we could hear the sounds of this Kameda's tremendous fastball practice. This was no joke. He was definitely on a level far above high school clearance, but at this level, he clearly shouldn't have been interrupting a grass lot game, grudge match, though it may have been. He should have understood how much better he was too. This guy, is he being serious against opponents like these?
Yep, Rena thinks it's immature.
Rena's eyes grew harsh. It took a lot to get Rena mad. As for Tomita and Okamura, they were sniffling, fighting back their tears. We heard another tremendous noise from the mitt. I turned around, and this left-arm Kameda guy was looking at us, grinning boldly. Anyway, that's how it is. Now that it's come to this, we have no choice. We have to engage in real battle. Yeah! Looks like we're gonna have to get serious.
Yep, and then we tried getting serious, but then Michan went out with a bang.
Mion, embarrassed, scratched her head, and moments later doubled over in pain. Went out with a bang, but how on earth did she end up getting injured like this?
It would take a really long time to explain. The one thing I can say is she came up empty, even though she had pushed herself that hard.
I risked my life and I couldn't even get 1 point.
Our secret plan did nothing, and now we're very sad.
I couldn't even imagine what sort of secret plan it was, but it must have been crazy enough to get her that badly hurt. Still though, we're still playing baseball thanks to you failing, right?
Yep. Maybe Michan's last resort wasn't very baseball-like, I think. We have no other recourse now, do we? It means that we need to settle the score front and center, in a manner befitting a baseball game.
That's right, we have to settle it like baseball. I think normal people would have just given up and gone for a frontal attack. But as a member of our club, I wasn't about to accept that so easily. Like baseball, I don't know. If we look at it like a baseball game, then we can't be picky, can we?
It's our club's creed after all. That's correct. We can't be picky. That's the virtue of our club.
Rena and Sadako laughed to each other delightfully. It wasn't really a virtue we could brag about, but the best thing about our club was that we never rolled over and gave up.
But the cameras are all watching very closely, so it'll be hard to cheat.
Rika spread her arms wide, indicating the array of reporters in the bleachers. She was right. With all those cameramen watching us through those cameras with the giant telephoto lenses, foul play would be fairly tough. That's right. That's the bottleneck. Everyone's eyes are on us. We can't be too bold. Ow.
I never did think Mii-chan's ways were very ladylike, though.
Sadako and Rika both nodded behind Rena. Then let's get down to business. Our team is down 1 run right now.
Plus, it's the bottom of the 9th, and we already have 2 outs.
If this old man's plan had gone better, we'd have our bases loaded about right now.
There's no point lamenting a failed plan. Our club never loses heart and always goes on to the next one.
Sadako said eagerly, trying to cheer up the downcast Mion, whose secret plan had failed. It may have failed, but Sadako seemed to have another. Sadako, you seem pretty cheerful, which means you got something up your sleeve, eh?
Keiichi, who do you think she is? It's Sadako, you know? Hojo Sadako!
That was right. We called her Trap Master Sadako, didn't we? She would ensnare our opponents at the perfect moment, the very end. Everyone in our club knew that we would never, ever let our guards down against Sadako. I may have taught her, but she's grown a lot, and she doesn't seem to want to stop. Sometimes even I'm astonished at how she overcomes such slim margins.
By the way, me bats next, then Sadako.
We're losing by 1 point, so if we get to the next runner on a base, and the runner after that could hit a big one and end the match. The final batter was Sadako.
See? You feel like we can win now, right?
I can't imagine what she's got set up, but it's got to be some kind of trap for sure. If I were the opposing pitcher, I'd definitely walk her. There's no way Sadako was going to hit a home run even in my dreams. But she was going to stand in the batter's box normally without any kind of plan. I can't think of anything else she could do. The fact that you called me here, I see. I think I know where this is going. It meant that I was a necessary piece of Sadako's trap.
I'm excited! I wonder what Sadako will do! I can't wait to see Sadako's walk-off home run either.
Kei-chan is indispensable for this. Understand? This is our last chance at creating an upset. We absolutely cannot fail. Right. That much I know for sure. Just watch. Sadako and I will give you an all front row seats to the greatest turnaround victory of all time.
Then I'll explain your instructions, Keiichi. Lend me your ear for a moment.
Sadako and I huddled up in a hidden place and held a briefing that anyone watching could tell was suspicious. I wonder what Maibara and Hojo are talking about. I pray it's not some crazy trick like the one the president used. Our teammates Tomiya and Okamura seemed very nervous. Rena gave them a wide smile, trying to dispel their anxiety.
It'll be okay, everyone. Sadako and Keiichi will be able to pull this off for us. But Ryugu, we're up against a Koshien pitcher. I don't know if Sadako's traps will be much good.
Now everyone be silent and watch. You're gonna get to see an interesting game. Mion, who knew everything about Transpire, looked like she was having a hard time stifling the laughter bubbling inside of her. She was so terrifying as an enemy, but so reliable as an ally. Mion waved her hands at the umpire. We've got a pinch hitter! I, Sunazaki Mion, am switching out with Maibara Keiichi. Are you sure he'll be alright? The umpire turned an uneasy gaze on the pinch hitter, who had jumped in with a golf club.
Don't underestimate Keiichi now!
The members of our club were the only ones grinning with wholehearted confidence. Sadako's plan was definitely simple, but scrupulous. It even looked like the entire situation had gone according to her calculations. The fact that we were losing by 1 point, the fact that I had come late, the fact that Sadako was the last batter. It felt like some kind of had been set up like this before the game started. There had been a lot of time since I got here, and during that time, the opposing pitcher, Kameda, took a bathroom break. Even that felt calculated. No, this is Sadako we're talking about. So maybe she had him drink controlled laxatives to get him to use the bathroom at this exact moment. While he was a long way off, shut up in the bathroom, our plan would begin. The opposing pitcher, Kameda, there he was. In front of the urinal, pleasantly taking care of business. He thought it was only natural he would win at grasslock games like this, and relax through to relieve himself without a care in the world. Maybe that was supposed to be his appeal. However, his relaxed state was itself our chance. Right now, you've already conceded to our club. I, too, casually walked into the bathroom. There were 3 urinals. Kameda was doing his business at the farthest one. I went to the one next to him. Normally, you would leave one urinal open. Kameda seemed to notice me. I had stood right next to him, after all. What? Look who it is, the big pinch hitter! He recalled seeing me, the swing golf club, around like an idiot, and he couldn't seem to resist the urge to laugh. I, however, wasn't frustrated in the slightest. The match had already been won the moment I arrived. The game had already been decided as a big upset for our team. So now, all I had to do was push things along exactly how Sadako planned. I'm the one who should be laughing.
I wonder if Keiichi can do it. He'll be fine. When Keiichi's serious, he can do this much before breakfast.
Tomiya and Okamura, our underclassmen, asked another question with such trepidation.
Is Maibara really going to be able to beat that pitcher?
You don't feel any confidence in Keiichi after being in the same class with him? Someday he could be strong enough to control all of humanity. Join Keiichi and he could easily rule the world.
The world?
Our teammates exchanged glances. Did Maibara really have such incredible strength? Just what kind of strength could that be? My question caused Kameda to stare in bewilderment, and for a moment he didn't know what to say. Sorry, I don't think I heard you right. Could you say that again? I smiled thinly, looking straight ahead, and said it once more clearly. I'll say it one more time. Let us win. Right to the point. No threats or beating around the bush or anything. Kameda's brain couldn't figure out the meaning of what I said, and I could clearly tell he was confused. What are you, some kind of moron? Let you win? Are you insane? I relayed our demands. What's your reply? Yes or no? It goes without saying, like hell I'd let you win. Is your brain broken? Kameda didn't hide his bewilderment. He didn't want to be around someone who would babble on like this for another second. Those thoughts spilled into his expression. He quickly moved to leave the bathroom. Kameda, what does victory mean for you? That's a dumb question. Priceless, absolute supremacy! Nothing else could change it! He grinned lightly as he answered as if to make fun of me. How, like a sportsman would say that. Victory decides all. No one can change that. Of course not! No matter what kind of threats or bribes you come with me, there's nothing valuable enough to make me abandon victory! I was waiting for those words. I, after spinning around 3.5 times, pointed right at Kameda's face. Then, don't you think you should ask? Something worth abandoning your precious victory for? What kind of compensation you could be given? What are you saying, stupid? There's nothing that could make me do that! He was denying it, but he stopped. He stopped! He was waiting. He was waiting for me to present some attractive conditions. In a magazine interview, you said your favorite foods are grilled meat and that you don't like sweets. But you lied about that, didn't you? What? For example, let's say you went to a grilled meat buffet. What exactly would be on your plate? Pork loin? Korean barbecue? A pile of beef tongue? That wouldn't be it. You wouldn't bring meat with you. It'd be all the pudding and gelatin and cake you could eat! The kinds a girl would love! Pretty cute and sweet. You love Western treats like that, don't you? Kameda's face turned utterly pale! Our club harmony knew he ate a mountain of desserts when he went to a grilled meat buffet! And we were all well aware of his embarrassment and his weakness for sweets despite his age! Kameda couldn't possibly know the particular grilled meat buffet chain in Shishibone was owned by a member of the Sodosaki family. I'll have to be careful when I go out to eat with my parents from now on. No! I love the hearty bone-in! No! What you like is gentle, soft, cute piles of dessert topped with colorful creams! It almost makes you think of a girl adorned in frills, ribbons, pure, ignorant of shame. Cute desserts like those girls, so clear and clean. And with your acne-laden face, your sports cut, and your lust in full display, you sully them. Oh my god. Shut up! That's right! You eat desserts, but you don't love them. You just dirty them, violate them, and chew them! All you do is relish in the enjoyment of soiling them! Please, no more! My secret pleasure's been found out! I can't go on living! I have to! You idiot! Don't end your life so easily! I hit him on the side of his head as hard as I could. Kameda fell down like a girl, his eyes watering, and he broke down. I'm probably the only one in the world that thinks these things while eating desserts. I'm nothing but a pervert pretending to be a proper sportsman. That's right. You're a pervert. This time I didn't hit him. Instead, I clapped my hands down to his shoulders. Do not cry, Kameda. What's wrong with a man being a pervert? A man ought to be a pervert, but admitting it sets a man apart from those below him. You've been honest to yourself. You can brag about that. You can be arrogant about it. You can be proud of yourself. Instead of blaming him, I told him to have pride in himself, and Kameda couldn't hide his confusion. Yes, I've been deeply moved by what you've shown me. Desserts are nothing but sweet and foods eaten after meals. That's what I thought this whole time. But I was mistaken. And you showed me that. Thanks to you, I can. Starting tomorrow, I'll be able to enjoy my desserts in a completely different way. For example, strawberry shortcake. Strawberry shortcake. Kameda's throat cried out. The simplicity of strawberry shortcake. Indeed, it's somehow old-fashioned, like an orthodox maid from the gaudy times of the late 1800s. Not those flirty maids with short skirts we have now. An orthodox, fully dressed, authentic maid. It's just strawberries, but please, master, I could not prepare any more than this, so please give them a taste. That kind of honesty is unbelievably great. Please give them a taste. It's such a turn-on. A turn-on. Because there's only strawberries, the soft accented cream decoration ends up looking like frills laces in her furry. I'm sorry, I can't take this seriously. She takes it and splits it with her fork for her master. An elegant aristocrat. No! It'd be wild if she took it and sucked at it vulgarly like her fat master in his greasy sweat. No, more than that. The dent in the strawberry after plucking it. Isn't that even better? And you let your tongue crawl over it. What kind of taste was that? Oh my god! What the hell? The dent after you pick the strawberry. I can't hold it anymore. I'll go to Inchmore on the way home and make a shortcake into my plaything all I want. The girl's dressed up beautifully just for me. I try even close to the trembling maidens, and then one of them. What the hell? Okay. For everyone I eat, I hold my jaw tight, just like this, and then praise the goods, wondering which to eat next. Please translate girls as cake, alright? Okay, she seems to be talking about cake combination platters. Emphasis mine. As if I'm showing off, I hold my jaw like this and... Has there ever been a man of this who could speak so passionately about a single piece of strawberry cake? No, there has not! There has never been, I say! Such passionate feelings are trying to melt away the stubbornness in Kameda's mind. Kameda, I'll say it one more time. Let us win. But that would... Then fine. I won't rely on you! I rejected Kameda outright and turned on my heel. Enough! We've lost this game, it's over! I don't care about it anymore. Instead, once this game is over, why don't I head down to Ancientward and get all you can eat gothic Lolitas decorated like Western dolls and frills and ribbons? Tonight will be the greatest feast I've ever known! Lolitas! All you can eat! Lolitas is like a fashion thing where like you dress cutely. It's not like that one book, okay? Just to set the misconception clear. Because it's just dressing very adorably, and it's supposed to be very modest. Just setting that clear. Okay? Don't get any misconceptions. Let's get that clear. Despite this being the bathroom, Kameda put both his hands on the floor. I was wrong! What's wrong, Kameda? If you have something to say, then say it! This is the first time I've met someone like you. Until now, I always thought there was something wrong with me, and I had to have fun secretly. What are you waiting for, you tiny man? I've already said! Admitting your perversion is what separates boys from men! You're a man entitled to pride. Now, reach out your hand and show me how great you really are! Come with me and accept that this is our world! Oh my god! Kameda was crying tears of gratitude, unable to speak! That was the moment we exchanged the most seamless handshake the world has ever known! The handshake of the bond of our souls, ardent and intense, tight and steadfast. For a long time we remained that way. It was an enthusiastic handshake, as though we were two brothers, separated at birth, embracing each other, as though it would give us back the time that we had spent apart. It was the moment the man who would pass into the legend for eating so much during the Angel Mort's all-you-can-eat dessert day when he was banned from the restaurant furthermore was born. He would eventually write in his autobiography that our meeting this day was fate, but none of that had anything to do with this. Then until later, for now, just play the game the way I described it. And with that, I turned on my heel and made it to leave the bathroom, but then Kameda stopped me. Wait! At least, tell me your name! Who, me? My name's Maibara Keiji. No. I kinda didn't feel like using my real name. Anyway, maybe I should lie to him and use a code name. Just call me K. K! Wait, was that actually an embarrassing name? I left the bathroom behind me at a quick pace, hiding my embarrassment! From what I heard later, apparently I look quite gallant coming out like that! Oh my god!
Sadako to Keiji, how did things go?
Keiji to Sadako, negotiations successful. We settled on he and I getting all-you-can-eat dessert at Angel Mart. Mio, no problem, right? 2 guests for Angel Mart all-you-can-eat dessert. Roger that! I'll set it up.
I'm actually quite interested in how you negotiated with him. They had a really fun talk about how delicious dessert is. Probably.
Oh my god! I'm sorry, I'm hysterical. That was hysterical to me. Oh my god! After that, the game started again. I entered the batter's box as a pinch hitter in place of Mion, but all the pieces were already in place. Oh my god. The straight pitch whipped me like a bullet, true to its name. The Crammer people raised their voices in wonder and clicked their shutters. A sharp pitch as always. He's really going places this summer, isn't he? That golf club pinch hitter's standing straight up too. But doesn't Kameda look a little strange? It's like he's got a cold sweat. I patted my shoulders with my bat and sneered at him in a relaxed voice. What's wrong, Kameda? Not feeling well today? I couldn't swing at the ball because I was too busy laughing at it. Was that all you got? You little... Next pitch, with the same incredible speed as before it curved sharply. It should have thrown off the batter's skill, but Keiichi didn't move at all. He just watched coolly. You don't need any little tricks on a straight pitch, Kameda. Do people fall for those curves a lot? Batters around here, that is. Both the reporters and all the people watching noticed there was something strange here. Was Oshima's Kameda the pitcher who conquered Koshien, losing the mental battle? The next straight pitch had incredible speed again, but it went a little wild like it was a ball. I snorted, not even bothered to get ready for it. What, Kameda? Scared of going right down the middle? Everyone calls you the best. You've never rocked the batter. Shit. The abnormal, unexpected situation spread confusion throughout the reporters. What is he? Who is this Maibara Keiichi? How could he be so relaxed when faced with that supreme fastball? He's just bluffing. He knows he can't win. Kameda would never throw a ball an insincere guy like that could hit. No, I don't think it's a bluff. They say at a high level, you can see right through others. Kameda is, without a doubt, one of the best, which must mean he can see through to that mysterious man's true value. A really business person-looking guy took off his sunglasses and gazed upon Keiichi. Is this? Could it be? The idiot pinch hitter who came cheering them on with a golf club was actually a genius! I'm sure baseball has long since lost its charm for him, and now he's trying to switch over to golf. A genius slugger making a transfer into the golf world. What a tremendous loss for baseball! Stop the presses! We're changing up our sports columns! Oh my god! Ball! Now it's a full count! This successive production, of course, was all being dramatized by Sadako. The big shots constantly had their eyes on Kameda. If he were to lose easily, they knew the match would have been fixed. Perhaps she wanted this little play of ours to create a mood to where it would be strange for Kameda to lose, but... Sadako, isn't this going too far?
Do your best now, Keiichi! Today in this game, tomorrow on baseball!
I don't want any scouts actually coming after me! I'm terrified what will happen when this jig is up. Wait, I can't be making nervous faces right now. Ball! Base on balls! Have you gotten scared, Kameda? I thought you were better than this! Kameda hung his head in feigned dejection. Kei-san, I did this all according to plan, right? Yeah. Well done, Kameda. Keep going like this for the next batter. Let's wrap this thing up and then... we can go to all you can eat! Kameda and I exchanged evil smiles. For some reason, there were a lot of camera flashes right then. It seemed like our dear journalist friends took it as two worthy rivals, smiling to acknowledge each other's strength. As I tried over to the first base, the camera flashes continued, almost to the point where they were annoying. When I got to first base, one of the reporters came over for an interview. Maibara, do you plan on selling the score of Kameda and Koshien? Things seemed like they were about to get too big for me. Maybe I should just be honest and confess that I'm not really into baseball. Koshien? I've never been interested in Japanese baseball. Sorry. Whoa! This man right from the start, he was always aiming for the world! He might become Japan's first ever big leaguer. What? The conversation was getting fantastically out of hand. Oh, I don't care anymore! I'll strike a guts pose for the camera in desperation. Yes! Kei-chan's got on base just as planned!
Next, Sadako's at bat! What would she do? What would she do? Alright then! Time to get that walk-off home run and win it all!
Sadako stepped up to the plate, waving the bat around. The reporters couldn't hold back their laughter. Maybe because they had just seen his bow with me. Maibara finally got on base, but it's all over. I see. So this is why Kameda intentionally walked him. He didn't even fight it. He waited for an easier opponent for the final out. But to avoid a direct confrontation like that, we cannot make light of him. That Maibara Keiichi!
Alright! Come on now, Kameda!
You're making fun of me. Who do you think I am, anyway? No! Maibara was one thing. But do you think I'll lose to the likes of you? Whenever this girl stepped at the bat, she swung wildly and missed, striking out every time. This might sound rude, but however much Kameda holds back, I don't think she'll be able to hit a home run. I could hear the reporters declaring that there was no way a comeback would happen. Wait, what? Sadako, she swung wildly and missed every single time she stood up to bat? She swung after the sound had ended, completely mistiming it. I could hear disappointed voices coming out from rooting for Hinamizawa. It's only natural. Every single batter has struck out. Even if worse came to worse, no one could get a hit. And that's why it didn't sound strange when Kameda said this. I can't take it seriously with someone like you. I'll give you a chance. I'll throw the next one slow and underhanded. I'll let you get a hit or two so you can go home and brag to mommy. Of course, those lines were all part of the plot, too. From all the corner of his eye, Kameda gives me a look. Is that alright? Yeah, you did great. You look very natural. Kameda, you're a splendid actor. No. Compared to Kei-san, I'm nothing. Even that exchange was seen as heated and enthusiastic by reporters. But Kei-san, however slowly I pitch, can this girl hit it? Don't worry and throw the ball like we planned. I think I got a good idea of how this will turn out. Our exchange was over. Kameda moved from the set position to the pitching stance. Come then, throw your merciful pitch. I'll hit like a huge home run off of it. Oops, sorry. Let's do that in Sadako's voice.
Come then, throw your merciful pitch. I'll hit a huge home run off of it.
She struck out every time she was at bat. When I heard that, my vague ideas had become firm beliefs. And out of Kameda's hand comes a slow, lazy pitch. as though they were playing catch. Normal people would probably be able to hit it, but for Sadako, who'd been striking out the whole time. Just when people started to think that way, the members of our club had already realized Sadako's trap had begun. It was true. Striking out constantly today had all been laying the groundwork for this moment, an act. All to make it feel like Kameda letting off the gas wasn't strange at all, which meant, in other words, that Sadako... Whoa! She got it! Look at it go!
I don't even need to run, do I?
The super huge home run Sadako hit disappeared over the roof of the school. The reporters lost their words at the sight. And then, roars of applause! Despite this is what we anticipated, I can't help but stare in mute amazement at the gorgeous home run. Sadako strutted over to first base.
Come on, what are you doing, Keiichi? Second base is that way!
Sadako, you're really good at baseball. Sadako grinned, showing her fang-like canines in reply. Come to think of it, she played baseball a lot with Tomita and the others during lunch, didn't she? The fact they always invited her to play meant she was by no means bad at it. And you purposely struck out all those times? Since before Kamina even got here? Jeez, you really got something for every occasion.
I say this all the time, do I not? I only have one trap. And when everything is about to come to a conclusion, it's enough that I don't even have to worry.
Damn, that sounded kind of cool. Basically, she was just bragging about hitting the ball, but when Sadako did it, it looked so cool. We crossed home plates in order, me, then Sadako, and completed our walk-off home run. Our teammates welcomed us back with our blessings.
Maibara, that was amazing, totally cool! I never thought it would happen!
Tomita Okamura praised me. How about that, Tomita Okamura? I turned things around just fine.
Rena thinks you were cool too! Good work!
Ha! It was nothing. I briskly clapped my hands against Rena's outstretched palm. Sadako did brilliantly too. She gave us a spectacular ending.
Who do you think I am?
Man, can't underestimate her. Hojo Sadako. Keija was great too. Winning Kameda over like that?
He's a magician of duplicity.
Rika, I don't think that's a compliment.
But really, only Keiichi could have pulled off that drastic move. I wouldn't have been able to do it myself. I would very much like you to teach me sometime.
If Sadako learns such display of power, that's terrifying to even imagine. I prefer it if you didn't mimic me. After declaring the match over, the umpire came to us. Well, I never. You actually won. I'm shocked. Well, we said Sadako could hit it, didn't we? You didn't believe us at all. The umpire scratched his head apologetically and apologized to Sadako, smiling dryly.
And Keiichi was amazing too, wasn't he? Keiichi is actually the most reliable person here.
Well, when I saw him with that golf club, I certainly had my doubts, but that breathtaking bow against Kameda had me on the edge of my seat. Right, that breathtaking farce. I quirked a wry smile. Not even the Buddha would have realized that while everyone thought this was a fair match, Kameda and I were thinking about our evil dessert-violating ways. Excuse me, Coach? You remembered your promise, do you not? Yeah, this is... I guess I have no choice.
We did it! Keiichi! This means we're having a barbecue meetup tomorrow!
Rena clapped her hands. We all began to dance with joy. Tomina and our other teammates were jumping up and down too. What's that about? A barbecue meetup? Hey, wait, what on earth are you talking about?
We made a promise that we won today's game. He treated us to a barbecue party with all kinds of high-class meats. It wasn't looking good for a while when Kameda appeared, but thanks to Keiichi, we won that privilege.
I see. So this was what it was about. It was certainly not a game we could have lost.
Erie's big wallet will be so sad, so sad.
You're right about that, but I did make a promise. When we eat, we do without any mercy. We need to feed our growing bodies after all. Alright everyone, tomorrow we dine like kings. Yeah! All the members of Hinamizawa Fighters raised their fists high in the air and cheered. Rika was petting the head of the umpire, who was smiling painfully at the off-kilter remarks. He gave her his head and looked like he was about to cry. It looked like the price of victory would be pretty big. You beat me, but I have no choice since I promised. Guess I should go shopping for some meat. Coach, get some grade A beef like you promised. We won't forgive you if you've got nothing but vegetables to keep it cheap. Boo-hoo. The umpire, whom they were calling Coach, grinned dryly, crestfallen. Umpire? Coach? The uniform he was wearing had Hinamizawa Fighters written on it. Oh, so he's not just the umpire. He was actually our team's coach. Maibara, is that alright? Can I call you that? Huh? Yeah. This comeback wouldn't have happened were it not for you getting on base. Please come to tomorrow's barbecue. No, besides that, would you please consider joining the team? If you are with us, we could dominate the whole prefecture.
Coach, let's just leave that aside for now. You should be more worried about your wallet.
Despite the coach being an adult, everyone seemed to get along with him very well. Coach, huh? Pleased to make your acquaintance. I'm Irie, coach of the Hinamizawa Fighters. He extended his hands to me. I firmly grasped it in my own reply. I'm Maibara. Nice to meet you. Nope. Why the hell is Irie being creepy? I'm familiar with Irie. Irie's a creep. Honestly, he would be okay if he wasn't a creep, so. I'm just... No. What? No. I mean, Irie likes maids or something, but also... You'll see. How do I put this? Who the hell is this guy? Sometimes I just hope that Irie is just joking a lot. You look so flustered.
Our coach is a little strange, but he's really funny, you know?
Because, okay, sometimes they kind of, the other kids, they see it as funny, but I don't know.
Come on, settle down already. You're making Keiji uncomfortable.
No, we're gonna just... Sorry. I also learned something recently about Irie, but I can't say it. I'll say it when everything is over. The entire story. You have some new tips. Sadako's trap course, advanced. Okay, so let's save and load. I blew my voice out after getting hysterical over the freaking cake scene thing. But it's hilarious to me, so. It was a peaceful lunch break. What was that?
I just heard something really loud from the hallway. What was it?
We rushed in the hallway, and to our surprise, Coach was there with a water bucket overturned on his head. Coach, are you okay? Man, you sure got me. Hello, everyone. Coach greets us cool and calm. What's going on, Coach? You don't come to our school very much. Well, I do come here once a week as part of my job. It'd been quiet here for a while, but I totally let my guard down. Oops. No. Okay. Ugh. Saka's Little tricks always come when you least expect them.
Will you be okay in those clothes?
Sorry, I messed up. Ugh. Oh no, I'm fine. I'm just taking a nice bath, so it's actually cooling me off. Okay. You sure are calm, coach. In fact, you never get mad. It really makes you come off as an adult. She was right. If I were a coach, I really would have started running around with a bucket still on my head looking for her. His adult way of not getting mad at every little child's prank was admirable. Listen, Myra. With things like this, changing your perspective just a little can make it either irritating or pleasant. It's all about how you react to it. If there's some secret trick to staying so calm after getting hit in the head with a bucket filled with water, then I'm begging you tell me. What? I don't know if I want to read that. I mean, I know Coach is like liking me. No. No. I don't know. I have no idea. Ugh. Ugh. I'm just not gonna read it. I don't know. I'm just gonna say Eerie is creepy. Okay? What? Okay. Reddit says something pretty important here.
When she plays pranks on people like this, they always get mad and chase her around. Don't you think it's like a form of communication?
Sounds like a terrible way to communicate. Don't people normally say hello to each other?
Okay, haven't you heard of it before? People who play lots of pranks are actually lonely and want people to pay attention to them.
Rena gave a cool smile, laughing abruptly, explained. That might be kind of sad when you think about it.
That's what I mean. If Sadako plays a trick on someone, she wants them to get mad and laugh and chase her. It's kind of like a kitty biting you softly. Don't you think it's cute? They'll definitely be surprised right here and jump backwards. So if I put it in this spot, it'll work for certain.
Haha, certainty. Sadako, regaling us with her trap philosophy, was improving the already brutal trap hell on the mountain. And Rena was right, and her traps are to get people to pay attention to her. And all these traps on the mountain were actually a crystallized form of those feelings. Along with Rika, setting up trap after trap after trap in the mountains, always waiting for someone to fall into them. But nobody needed to come to this mountain in the first place. Without a doubt, she and Rika had spent a lot of time imagining how victims caught in their traps would react. Sadako separated for so long from her beloved Nini, Satoshi. With her stubbornness, she never once said that she wanted him to come home. But all the traps sleeping on the mountain told me how Sadako really felt.
Keiichi, are you listening?
Oh, sorry about that. What'd you say?
All you have to do is pound one nail into the tree trunk like this, and it's already a great trap. If you trip up right here and smack your forehead to it, it would really hurt.
A human hammer pushing a nail into your forehead? Yeah, that sounds painful.
If it was someone really, really evil, this trap could put them to death. I do so look forward to seeing what sort of villain gets caught by it.
Why do you keep glancing at me like that? Are you saying you want me to fall for it? I could get really badly hurt, you know. Maybe you should be using this trap.
Is that so? Well, it's true that I can't use traps without love behind them. Then I'll just move the nail here so that the villain really reforms their behavior. They won't get caught by it.
Sadako immersed herself in adjusting the nail's position. Traps of love, huh? Maybe Coach was right. Just by reacting a little differently, everything changes. Come to think of it, maybe you can feel humor and warmth even when Sadako's traps get you.
All finished! Now it's absolutely perfect where it is. What do you think, Keiichi?
Yeah, it's perfect. I hope a villain comes along and gets caught by this trap. I will say what I'm thinking about this tip later, if I remember it, hopefully. I need to remember myself. Sadako making traps and Rena remarking that a lot of lonely people do pranks or whatever, in that sense. It's important. Because I heard something and I'm just gonna note it for later, okay?
No, of course it'd be better if that didn't happen.
It looked a little painful, but I considered coming here sometime and getting caught in it. Alright. Well, that was a bit, so let's go. This is a lot. I'm done for today. Thanks for showing up. Bye-bye.